today's ruling more or less closes a very bitter chapter for our client, Odo. This is a woman who has been lawfully married under customary law to Daddy Lumba, having lived with him for the past 17 years, born as many as 6 children, and Daddy Lumba is no more. She has the responsibility of raising 6 children alone as a woman. So the death of Daddy Lumba has been very devastating to our client, and it was worse, much more distressful when attempts were made to restrain her or prevent her from being recognized as the lawfully married wife to the late Daddy Lumba, and also to prevent her from performing their customary rights in honor of her husband. And thank God that did not happen. Yes. Today, by the judgment of the court, she is lawfully and legally married under customary law and is to be recognized as a surviving spouse of the late Daddy Lumba, and for which reason we are happy.
One would have thought that, for me, looking at your body language in the courtroom right from the beginning, even in the middle of this case, one would have thought that you were making a very important headway as far as this case was concerned. Did you see this coming? Maybe midway before the judgment?
Right from the onset, you know, whether you are right or you are wrong, truth is the basis of any case. And we know the truth. We believed our client. And in fact, we experienced the life of Daddy Lumba and our client in his lifetime. And we believe the fact that she was lawfully married. So we were not worried that the court was going to uphold the truth. Of course, we needed to comply with the technicalities of coming to court. You can have the truth on your side, but you can come to court and you don't know how to present your case and you can lose. But thank God, we knew how to present our case, and the judgment today has vindicated us. And for that reason, we are very happy.
You have also maintained that perhaps there was a divorce, the marriage was dissolved. Is it to say that maybe for that one you got it wrong and the court have decided and that should at least settle the matter?
That should, for us, the dissolution or otherwise of Daddy Lumba's marriage to Akosua Sewa was immaterial to us. And mind you, we never sought to prevent Mami Akosua Sewa or being recognized as the wife or the spouse of Daddy Lumba. All that we are saying that she could not prevent us from being recognized. So our position from day one has been that if indeed the family accepts Akosua Sewa as a surviving spouse of Daddy Lumba, it's the prerogative of the Royal Akosua Sewa family to accord her that recognition. In the same vein, once we also knew that we were lawfully married under the customary law, we will also be given the recognition as a surviving spouse, and we have had that relief. So for that matter, we are very happy.
Would you say this was perhaps a battle between sentiments and the law?
I think certainly when the issue of death comes, everybody is sentimental. The issue of usurpation of rights, everybody is sentimental. And this case has almost had a national implication. We got to know of Legal Wives Association, now we know of Lawful Wives Association, we heard of Side What It Takes Association,
now there are no
and all
side
that. Now there definitely couldn't be. Yes. But I think the outcome of this case pricks everybody that be worry of the status of your marriage. Yes. If you think that you are married under the customary law, conform to the dictates, the demands of customary law marriage. And most importantly, if you want to assert any right on ordinance marriage, on the marriage certificate, you must observe the dictates and the demands of ordinance marriage. Now it has been clear that you may have the marriage certificate with you, but that alone, the judge stressed it, that alone is not indication that you are married under the ordinance.
I have two more questions. Your commendation about the presiding judge, the performance of the presiding judge, this is in record time. In 12 days, the matter has been settled.
Yes. I must say, not only for the presiding judge, but also the cooperation of counsel, Lawyer Kusi, Lawyer Jay, and ourselves, Lawyer Osei from Baba Jamal and Co. Now and Fatih. The judge has been more than tremendous. I mean, this is a matter that we expected, that at least in the record time, it could have lasted for 3 years. It could have lasted for 3 years. Let's give ourselves, it could have lasted for, if assuming we were going to ask for determination of the case on legal grounds, that could have been even 3 months. But the judge, by the way she managed her court, the instructions and direction to counsel, and the research that she herself did, is much more than tremendous. And it's a matter that could have gone on and on and on and on. But in record time, in less than a month, she's been able to determine the matter. And mind you, she wrote a 74-page judgment. It's record. And in the record, she has touched on almost about 6 areas of law that will be of great interest to law students, to other judges, to circuit courts, to magistrates. So we commend her ladyship, Dorinda Smith Arthur for PhD. No wonder that she's discharged herself. And indeed, the court staff,
yes.
We have been more than delighted that Kumasi has something to show. Kumasi, in fact, in terms of, let's say, the judicial proceedings, Kumasi has something to show.
So psychologically, how did these public lambastings, attacks, innuendos affected your client, Odo Broni, the legal wives, the side chicks and all that?
Yes, we had a lot of conferences with our clients. We were able to admonish her that it's better she stays calm, stay off social media. I mean, the insults were unbelievable. I mean, the demonization was unacceptable. I mean, for people who claim that they love Daddy Lumba, you wouldn't say these things about Daddy Lumba's wife. Mind you, Odo Broni never uttered any word against Mamia Kosi-Asawa. And in fact, when Mamia Kosi-Asawa's children come in Ghana, she cooks for them. She stays with all three. They live with her. And for her, that is the legacy of Daddy Lumba, that all the children should stay in peace. So we were able to admonish her, stay off social media, but of course, if they are lingering, these are matters of record. If she still thinks that people have maligned her, she still reserves her right to take legal action, to seek redress.
So psychologically, this did not have any toll on her?
No, she is a woman of prayer, and we know that she had a very strong prayer team praying for her, supporting her, admonishing her. She had a family around her, friends, and for this reason, she survived, and we thank God for that.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. My name is Osei Usu, and I appear with my able learned friend, Lawyer Kwesimi Nsenya. We are from Cardinal Law. We represent Priscilla Ofuri, who is popularly called Odo Broni. Thank you.
But they never appeared.